to the Lone Star Lonely Guys Sex Advice Show. For most of you, sex is not the problem. Like, you can look right out the window and see how two dogs are doing it. Any idiot can learn how to do that, because these young men have no problem, for the most part, performing. They have washboard abs that you can do your laundry on. I mean, they got the body of mortal sin. We want to talk about those private matters, and you sure as hell don't want to talk to some crazy doctor about it, because he's going to explain it to you in some kind of technical terms, like he's talking about plumbing. And you're not talking about plumbing. No, you're talking about matters of the heart. You're talking about interaction. You're talking about how you want to get laid. That's what you're talking about. One young Texas Aggie writes me from his dormitory, "How do I get my sweetheart to provide me with oral sex?" Now notice the wording, provide me, as if she's some kind of drive-through where you go in and you say, "I'd like a coffee, I'd like a donut, and by the way, give me a blowjob." Well, that doesn't show respect for the lady, and unless you show respect, she ain't putting out. Walk over to the campus grocery store. You get the biggest can you can of chocolate syrup. You just reach out, pull your jeans out, and pour all that chocolate syrup down the front of your jeans. Women are going to pitch their car keys down in the driveway and come running after you. You will have so much oral sex, you're going to need ether when it's over. I got this sticky note from a young man in Austin University. Why did God give me nipples when they serve no useful purpose? If God gave you a Cadillac, what are you going to do, stick it in the garage and never turn it on? No, you have to put the gas in it and drive it and use it. Have to have a good time with it. That's why God gave you nipples. But sometimes you need a little help with them to learn how to work them. If you can't get a girlfriend to do it, get someone else in the dorm to do it. Have him lick and suck on them until they start to work properly, until you understand what they're for. They're much more sensitive than the lower parts of your body. The biggest organ in his body is his skin. His whole entire skin is nothing but pores, sweating pores, crying out, "Give me sex," 24/7. Once you get that through your head, you understand everything. How can I maintain an erection? Just get a bunch of filthy magazines and look at them. But you can go to a doctor. You get Niagara and you get that Cialis. You get a bunch of pills like that. They'll keep you erect. Don't do what one man did. He got all these pills and he poured them in a bowl, kept them by his bed, and every 15 minutes he was popping them like peppermints. His whole body turned into one giant penis. He was peeing out of his mouth. Now, you don't want that happening to you. So think with your head. You think with your ass, you're going to graduate from college, but you ain't going to know nothing. You could be living in an apartment building, and the person next to you might be interested in having sex with a piano. Young men always say, "Gee, I was the only one I thought wanted to sleep with a goat." Every person that you meet on the street, you look at their face close, and they may look like the most ordinary, normal human being, and yet they're probably into the same kind of depraved, perverted sex that you're into, and they could be your friend. When you're on your deathbed, the only thing you're ever going to remember is the cheap sex you had in university. We want to have good, filthy, dirty sex that we're completely ashamed of all the time. We want to put all our cards on the table. There's no need for embarrassment. We're all ashamed of what we are. So just write on in and let me know, and I'll try and answer you the best I can.